themes of the conference are around the inexorable increase in workload and the difficulties we're having with workforce, the ability to maintain a workforce, particularly keeping the older GPs working for longer and retaining the younger GPs. In terms of specific issues, we've dealt with out of hours, and we've heard from conference that they still want NIGPC to be involved in out of hours and in trying to improve the out of hours service in Northern Ireland. We've seen a lot of support for the developments within federations, and conferences telling us very clearly that they want every GP in Northern Ireland to have an opportunity to be involved in federations. In the afternoon, the main theme is the use of the independent sector in outpatients and inpatients, and real concerns about the use of the independent sector, that patients aren't having the choice that they should have in terms of consultant and in terms of venue. So real issues around the quality of service for patients in outpatients and inpatients, the use of secondary care.
Okay, and you've mentioned several times through the conference about the problem of workforce being a running theme. Can you tell me a bit about that?
We're noticing that locums are impossible to book. So we're finding that rural GPs are having real difficulty booking time off for their holidays this summer. Why? Because they can't get a locum to fill in their small one or two handed practice. We're noticing that out of hours workforce is depleted considerably, and that out of hours centres are having to close now on a quite frequent basis. So this is the sort of thing, if it was any, it would be headline news, but a GP out of hours centre can close. You can ask a patient to travel another 30 miles and it seems to be just accepted. We're noticing in daytime that it requires a 3 to 6 month gap to, or lead time I suppose, to get a locum. So again, GPs are under the caution in terms of workload, and there's no relief in terms of help from locums because there are no locums. This is because of the themes of retirement of older GPs, younger GPs struggling to maintain their work within family-friendly hours, let's say, and we have a considerable issue with young GPs emigrating, hopefully on the short term, but they're emigrating to Australia and Canada at present.
Okay, and the GP contract has just been signed by the Minister. Do you see that as a success for GPC?
Northern Ireland GPC have negotiated a contract which relieves some of the box ticking. So with 263 points taken out of QOF and the resource will go into GSE, there's no new extra work for that. So that's a real success in terms of workload. We've conceded some lower thresholds, 13 lower thresholds, which I think the members can cope with. We've received some extra resource into QOF point value. We've received the full 1% from DDRB, and we have refused at this point to engage with removal of MPIG, seniority and locum superannuation. So those are, I think the members will be content that there's no harm done. I think we've still got the issues of resources, of workload and of workforce, but we're working on those.
Tell me a bit more about what the decision is in relation to the DDRB recommendation.
Our department has assured us that it's a full 1% to all pay and expenses rather than a 0.28%. So that would seem to be a positive.